Let's make it happen.
Lollipop, more than infatuation, turn it up a notch. Stay wet, like the rainforest, steam saturated. I'll pull your hair going, call me closer, yeah, that's so far gone. Kiss you on the neck, drumming on me, baby, waistline, keep it inbound, no rebound. Boy, I'm your toy, so come and play, make it so good. More than infatuation, turn it up a notch. I stay wet, like the rainforest, steam saturated. I put your hair going, call me closer, yeah, that's so far gone. Kiss you on the neck, drum line me, baby, waistline, keep it inbound, no rebound. Boy, I'm your hey, so come and make it so good. Thank you. This is Karish for real.
I'm Yasmin Young, and we're here with the Give Me the Mic show. I've got Miss Honey Dip. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
So, growing up in Charlotte.
I'm not from here.
You're not from here. So, how long have you been in Charlotte?
It's been about 5 years.
Okay. Where did you actually grow up?
I'm from Havelock, North Carolina, Cherry Point. My parents were Marines.
Okay. So, growing up in a smaller town, kind of in the middle of the East Coast, where you have Southern influences, where you have Northern influences, how did that shape you musically?
Musically, I think it kind of opened me up to the different genres because, you know, being raised with the different cultures,
Right.
I got to listen to every type of music.
So not just, you know, the Southern trap music.
Exactly. Listen
not
to rock,
hip hop,
country, jazz, gospel music,
And I was listening to some of your music, and you really have a versatile sound. Because in some of the songs, you're talking about, very deep, meaningful things, and then some you're talking about water whipping.
Because I have to give them everything, never limit yourself, never be afraid to try something different.
Right.
And a lot of artists just stay in one box.
Right, they do. They stay in one box. And I don't know how you feel as a female MC about Nicki Minaj. Is that someone that you admire, or do you feel another kind of way about her?
I mean, everybody has their own lane. So on a business aspect, I salute Nicki. Everything she's doing. But lyrically, being a parent, some of the things that she speaks on, I really don't agree with. But like I said, everybody has their own lane, so.
Well, the reason I brought her up is because she is one of those versatile artists where
She is.
she's on pop records and then she's on trap records, and you see that, as far as the business side of music,
Exactly.
that allows you to really make a lot of money, because you can have a record playing on a top 40 station, and then you can have a record playing on an urban station as well. So that's what you're looking for as far as your career, is being able to kind of tap into the various radio outlets, the various genres of music, and make your mark.
Exactly.
So talk to me about Class in Session. That's a mixtape that you put out. Futuristic Beats.
He produced the
He
whole
produced
mixtape.
it.
Salute the Futuristic Beats. He's from New York. I titled it Class in Session because I was going through a transition at the time when I was writing that mixtape. And I just want people to take notes on how to deliver music, what to speak on, because like I said a second ago, everybody sounds the same to me.
Right.
And people need to switch it up, get it back how it's supposed to be.
It has gotten kind of to the point where I guess they see one person has success doing a certain type of record, and so now everybody who wants to be successful is afraid to try something different, and so they do go and do the same. Working in radio, we see that a lot.
Yeah, I know you do, but being an artist, you have to be creative.
When you're going to sit down to write a song, what is it that inspires you, that motivates you? Is it an experience that you've had? Is it something that you see happen?
Every song that I have ever did is either from my personal experience, someone close to me, or what I see on the news. Because like you said, I'm versatile.
Right.
So one track I might talk about politics, one track I might talk about love,
Right.
just whatever I feel at the time. And I kind of let the beat take me away.
When you're talking about love, being a female artist, do you talk about your personal love
Oh,
experiences?
I have a couple
you
tracks
do?
that are very personal. Yeah.
Like after you record them and you put it down on the beat, do you ever think back like, oh man, I don't know if I should have done that?
I really did. At one point in my career, I really did have that feeling because I wrote a song about my ex, and we ended up getting back together. So it was kind of uncomfortable listening to the music, and we're riding in the car together, and I'm going in.
Oh, let me skip past that song real quick. No, don't listen to me. That was when I was mad at you.
Right.
But does music for you, is it that outlet where, when you are upset or when you're feeling a certain way, that's when you really go and write and you sit down and kind of allow that as your outlet?
That's true. Music is definitely how I express myself.
You've done stuff with Juvenile, Mr. Cheeks, DJ Drama, Princess of Crime Mob.
DJ Fahrenheit, Little J, D4L, the Franchise Boys.
Looking and working with those people who, have made it nationally on a certain level, different levels, do you take stuff away from them? Are you looking to learn from them?
Oh,
What have you learned?
I ask a lot of questions. One thing I've learned is you have to be, stand down with your business on that, because becoming an artist, when you first start out, you just make the music.
Right.
You don't know the importance of copyrighting your music.
Mhm.
You don't know the importance of registering or BMI,
Reading
ASCAP, because people,
contracts.
exactly, especially contracts. because a lot of the people that I have worked with, those people, you know, they were in situations that they didn't really want to be in, but they didn't understand that fine print.
Right.
So, you know, it was an honor to be able to connect with them because they educated me on that.
Right. So you were able to learn from their mistakes
Exactly.
to not make those same
It's
mistakes.
way more than music. Like, it's really
It
a
is.
business, and it's pretty much 95% business and 5% music.
Right. And I'm glad you said that, because I do think that a lot of artists sometimes miss that aspect of it, and then they do end up in a bad situation that they can't get out of.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's unfortunate because sometimes they stop making music. So we don't get the gems that we may have gotten from them because they're just so frustrated with everything that's happened to them on the business side.
Yeah.
So speaking on that, you know, being a woman in hip hop is not easy. No matter what area you're in, whether you're behind the scenes and you're an artist, you're in radio, DJ, whatever. What has your experience been like, and what are some of the lessons that you've learned being a woman in hip hop?
How can I say this edited? Being a woman in hip hop, people will try you, you know, they will try you. So my experience is I had people, you know, producers, they, oh, I want to help you, take you to the next level, and they just try to rub me the wrong way.
Right.
Just have respect for yourself at all times, integrity.
When I'm sleeping, I wanna eat that money. I wanna sleep that money. I wanna sleep that money. I ain't gonna forget that money. 1, 5, 10, 20s, 50s, and 100s. Ain't with that drama. All I wanna do is count my money. Stack, nothing but honey. Honey chip is the thing. Yeah, you know it's money. Hey, you haters, we got money on our mind. Out here paper chasing bitches and breakfast, they on our grind. Married to the music, put our name on it. We go in, I try to shout out that money on my mind. That money on my mind. That money on my mind. That money, yeah. Put my money like a man. Hey, stack. $1,000 on my head, material girl, yeah, I ball. Get my clothes custom made. I ain't shopping in no mall. So swag, sun and fall. Hey, I read my plan. 24/7, 365. I'm taking trips. Hella stories. Check out my features. No caring ass, but my persona them features. Roll up that reefer. I need my tits show after show. I got always residual. He haters, yeah. On our mind. I hit paper chasing bitches and breakfast day on our grind. Married to the music, put our name on the time. We go in. That money on my mind. That money on my mind. That money on my mind. Money on my mind. What we gonna do with the money? Stack. The solid come up. I finally got my funds up. But bitches need to shut up. They looking like my helper. Ain't got no swag, ain't got no drive. No part for the battle with I keep these hoes, keep these hoes. Shit ain't right. I'm out here paper chasing. I don't get so time for hating. Best friends, bitches, and Franklin and taking breaking. 15 for my collab, 2 G's to host the show. I'm an indie artist, stacking on the coast, from West Coast to the East Coast, to the UK. Ain't no me, I got all the status on it. They the first to lie on me. Honey dip, it's a scene, ARE, it's a label. All my niggas felt that like a liquor.
because she was the queen of the Queen City. Make sure y'all check out the video on YouTube. We got like 3,000 views so far. We just dropped it like a month ago. Let me get that video. What they gonna say about me? I came to the city right with the queen bee. On your royal bloodline, my family tree. If you're listening with humility, you about to be free. If you listen like I hate it, you gon' be Chuck Norris. I came to the city when it was just a forest, and you was just a baby. I thought you ain't get payment. I'm running method word with the words that they gave me. Teeth all around me. Show it, prove it. Time to get active. Get the blood moving. What you saying when you saying you a trap star? Really? Black man dying, you sound so silly. First of y'all tech, what the hell is you saying? Yeah, you second. Nah, you playing. Are you buying any man coming to the queen? If you ain't coming to change the whole thing, I mean, what they gonna say about me? What they gonna say about me? What they gonna say about me? I like it, I love it, oh yeah. I like it, I love it, oh yeah. That X-chromosome bow down to the throne. My thoughts look heavenly, your thoughts look throne. My reflection look perfect, your mirror look wrong. My candle's still burning, my chemistry is gone. My appetite is wrong, I graduated from all that. 30 cuts back in the club, what you call that? They always wanna know what we doing for they benefit. Queen Sophia in my veins, I can live with that. Ooh, I'm killing them, do it for the youngin'. I'll make it easy, you ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing at all, you in the sandbox, so I promise. Get on my level, learn something you don't know about. Honey, just drip on instrumentals. Grown man, when I call your girl popsicle. All of that irrelevant, I breathe new things. Showing love to my king, to change the whole scene. What they gonna say about me? What they gonna say about me? What they gonna say about me? I like it, I love it, oh yeah. I like it, I love it, oh yeah. I'm coming with power, I'm coming so strong. In North Carolina, I call it my home. Sir Thomas Morris, he did his job well. Painting my features so all you could tell. You work for them dollars and playing that game. I'm channeling you, how you're making it rain. Thought it was easy, you hardly remain. You thought it was simple, you probably insane. 1744, the bass all around me, so I live forever. The truth is astounding when you see me floating and think it's a dream. You know that the queen is reigning supreme. I'm coming with light, my crown is ablaze. Burning the stage, taking my place. I've been to the places that you'll never see. So what it's gonna be, they trying to get free. What they gonna say about me? Queen. What they gonna say about me? Queen. What they gonna say about me? Queen. I like it, I love it, oh yeah. I like it.
So we were my man Jay Quest, also known as John Quest, for the Give Me the Mic show. We're going to talk a little bit about the projects he's got going on and what he's been doing. You know, the last minute, last time I talked to you, you was rocking with the popping tags. And,
Right.
all that was, blowing up on the videos and all that. So, tell us what you've been up to, what you got going on these days.
Since Papa Tags, man, we did Swag Mod too. They both got, a good amount of views on YouTube. I garnered some attention from those. I was nominated for Video of the Year. I think it was 2013 in South Carolina Music Awards for Swag Mod. So, we was doing things with that.
Okay.
Had Deja Moore in that. She done moved on to do bigger things like King Magazine with 50 Cent.
Yeah,
So that was definitely a good look. I just been in the studio, man, working on this Neon Black project. I've been recording that for upwards of almost 2 years, you know what I'm saying? The projects I put out before that was, they were side projects or whatever, but I was always working on that.
Like mixtapes and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
like Fly School and the Book of Quest and the compilation that we had with Questfield Music Night Lights. Like, I'm still recording Neon Black through all that. But hopefully by CIAA time, man, Neon Black will be done.
Okay,
We're going to have some pre-release copies out.
Wow. Speaking of CIAA, you got anything you're doing particularly on your end as far as a show, or you got anything going with that?
Right now, we don't got nothing booked, but I'm just out there doing heavy promo, heavy networking, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you get locked into certain things and you can't do what you really want to do, because you're here for a certain amount of time and it's all this stuff going on over here. So, you know, this year we're just going to use this time and do a bunch of networking, handing out CDs. Like I said, we'll have those pre-release copies. So Questfield definitely got some stuff in the works, man.
What's up with the digital distribution? Are you trying to push on a digital level as far as getting it out there, or you know?
Oh, most definitely. You know, we're doing iTunes,
Right.
we're doing Spotify, trying to get on with every venue that we can as far as the digital is concerned, because in this day and age, you know, everything's digital. Everything's digital.
Yeah, that's why I said a lot of people are still on that CD thing, but you know, honestly speaking, it's not cost effective.
Right.
You know, you can get a lot more done. You can spread the word a lot quicker with the digital. So, on that note, digital distribution, you said it's on iTunes, you're on Amazon, Spotify.
Yeah.
Any others besides those three?
I mean, usually when you put out the project, like it's like 34 or 35 different networks or different venues that put your stuff out.
Okay.
So I mean, I couldn't name all of them, but
Yeah.
I mean, even stuff as far as China, you know what I'm saying? It's distributed out there as well, but that's digital. So you know.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever done any tours like overseas just yet? Or?
Nah, man, hadn't stamped that passport yet.
You gotta do that.
We definitely want to do that, man. Want to get over there in London town and do stuff, you know.
Yeah, because they probably feeling it over there. You know, a lot of times you go overseas and the love is even way bigger than local, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So overseas, a lot of people start their careers overseas and it blows up so big there. By the time they come back home, they're huge.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's definitely a good look that you're looking at that overseas going forward. And I mean, Questville being like a label, right?
Definitely.
You have a couple artists that you are coming up the ranks. You got anybody you want to discuss and talk about that's working on you?
Yeah, I got one of my artists, Jake Rains. Like, he's working on his second project. Like, that'll be out soon. Hopefully by CIAA, we'll have some copies out for him. And you know, he a white artist, so but he rap. Like, he split that real.
That's what's up. That's
You
what's
got
up.
that working for him. I got Doughboy in my company as well. We got a couple of producers coming up. I also deal with the Black Hippies, you know, Rocky Spitz. You know, they got some stuff coming out. He just recently released an album that I produced 90% of that. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely.
Production? I didn't know you was on the production.
Yeah, man, John E. Quest, man, he stands for everything.
Oh,
He stands for everything.
got you. Okay, I didn't even know you was on that. Okay,
Yeah,
right there.
I like to be able to touch every part of the creative process, you know what I mean? Like, I take pride in that and knowing how to mix, master, engineer, write, produce, you know, whatever's needed to be done,
Yeah.
even as far as graphics is concerned, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to have my hand in everything.
You need to have that nowadays
Yeah.
because you know you never know when something falls short, whether you know somebody can't make it or you know somebody will
Right.
come through. At least you know you can pick it up where they left off and keep it moving.
Right.
Now, let me ask you a question. What you think about that recent this show they got called Empire? What's your view on that show? You think it's a good look for the hip hop community? You think it's what do you think? What's your opinion on it?
Man, entertainment is entertainment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
you can't.
Is it real? Is it Memorex? What's the situation? How do you feel about it honestly?
I mean, real is relative to the person. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look at that and be like, okay, that's how rap life is,
Right.
then, you know,
Right.
by all means, you can walk around and think that. But
Right,
if
right.
you involved in actual, you know, making music in the music business, you know, some of that stuff is a farce. Some of that stuff is like maybe taken from truth, but it's not all, you know, it's not all glitz and glamour. Like, some of that stuff is smoke and mirrors. But at the same time, I don't take nothing away from anybody's creativity as far as entertainment goes, and that's definitely a good show.
And that's why, you know, when Give Me the Mic show in particular, it's called Give Me the Mic Show, The Chronicles, because I take you into the real life of what it's really like to grind every day, to be showing up at concerts, to, you know, work with promoters and things like that. A lot of times, like you said, people see all the glitz and the glamour, and they don't understand you could have been doing this for 10 to 15 years before you even get seen.
Yep.
And they're like, well, you know, I come in the game and I want to be like, oh, I'm driving this and I'm sporting that. It ain't like that. It's a hard and long road.
Right.
So that's why, you know, we felt, you know, my duty to just kind of get into the trenches and talk about the chronicles,
Right.
the real life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you can look forward to anytime anyone's on this show or anytime anyone is thinking about coming to the show. They're going to give you the real. And when it comes to the Chronicles, Give Me the Mic Show, that's what we got the Chronicles here. So on that note, Give Me the Mic Show, we're going to wrap it up and we're going to get into the performance with John Quest in just a minute.
Hold on a second, man. Check us out, man. www.questfield.com, man. Questfield Music, bringing you Questfield Entertainment. Everything that's related to Questfield, you can find us there. Hit me up, Instagram, Questfield, Twitter, Johnny Quest. I ain't hard to find, man.
That's right. My bad on that. I'm supposed to shout that at the end. Peace.
You ain't too fresh, you ain't too fly, but I am that guy. Well, tank up that gas, I'll pack up that gas. It's loud when I mash out. So loud when I mash out. I heard you was looking for me. I heard you was looking funny. I'm on my way. 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 You so fresh, how you living? I ain't trying to get a deal, I'ma do it independent and I'm ready for a new body, get it. I'm hard until I fall, I hopefully I might remember that. It's a strange thing, but I'm millions. A girl got a girl that you call in November. They want me all night, but I'm chillin'. I'm chasing out the money like a real gold getter. I can go for 7 days when I live it. I cut 7 ways when I kill it. She says she in love with the Joker. You know we go with the bumper. Everybody should be loco. He chulo, so he down with cholos. Like Domino's mixing with Vatos. I'm Pablo Enrique, she call me muchacho. Ay. You ain't too fresh, you ain't too fly, but I am a guy. So take up the gas, I'll pack up the gas. It's loud when I mash out. Loud when I mash out. So loud when I mash out. I heard you was looking funny. I heard you was looking funny. I'm on my way. 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 Today it's all white chucks and I'm living. I'm fly as hell trying to make a difference. So I double up, twisting up a double cup. I'm asking what is up, you can roll a couple up if you with it. I got a room and a couple bottles, tell me can you dig it? I'm trying to get it like a fit. You're giving it to girl, so get it. If the shoes fit, I'ma lick it. Big shoes like a clip. Tell the truth, I gotta get it. She girl know I'm about to hit it. So she drop it for a lick. Don't pop it for a lick. Tell her drop it for a bear. And make it percolate a lip. You ain't too fresh, you ain't too fly, but I am a guy. We'll tank up the gas, I'll pack up the gas. It's loud when I mash out. Loud when I mash out. So loud. I heard you was looking funny. I heard you was looking funny. I'm on my way. 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 Yeah. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yeah. I'm on my way. Westfield.com. Yeah. I'm on my way. 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 I'm on my way.